Reflexology School. My name is Helen Chin Liu. I am a certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, a Reiki master, and also the owner of the Healing Place Energy School. My co-hostess is Robin.
Hi,
Introduce yourself.
Hi, everyone. Robin Bornstein, Reiki Master and Meditation Facilitator.
And
Hello.
hello, and we welcome you to tonight to another live Reiki healing meditation. And tonight's discussion is all about the illusion of control. It was so funny. Right before we went on, Robin and I we were having a little meltdown, trying to figure out just a little one, trying to figure out how to use her brand new computer. And we were testing it because we started talk about I launched as of yesterday the Heal and Place Energy School.
And
Yeah.
yay! And the website looks beautiful, and all of
Yeah.
your courses are up, and it looks so nice.
Yes, and we did this after Mercury retrograde. And I'm going, that planet, I swear to God, it's always traveling backwards, then it travels forward, and it makes me absolutely nuts.
Yes.
And talk about control, and that planet retrogrades 4 times a year.
And you launched your website, I think, at the perfect time. It doesn't matter what was going on with the cosmos. It was the perfect time.
It was the perfect time. It was also my birthday yesterday.
Yes.
So we did some major celebration. And I'm so wicked proud. I'm going to do the propaganda up front, and then we're going to jump into our subject. I am so proud of my website. This is the sixth one in 7 years. And every time the website malfunctioned, I cried.
Mm.
And I finally realized I have no control over the outcome. And after over the years, so while waiting for the right website to come, I created 24 courses, which I cannot believe I did. So hi Heather, and yeah, please say hello. If we just let us know where you're from.
Hi,
And,
Heather.
Yes. And Jean is one of
Hi,
our
Jean.
best cheerleaders. She said, "Are you and Robin going on tomorrow?" And I said, I like to believe we are. But coming back to 6 websites in 7 years, and I won't tell you how many tens of thousands of dollars I've spent. And during all this time, I created 24 courses that comprise of reflexology. For those people, I call them the home healers. So that's really interested in self-healing, chakra balancing, self-care, and meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the 4 subjects because I could go on forever. And because of my love for Jean, my buddy there,
Mm-hmm.
I created a course especially for her. It is a head, face, ear reflexology course where touching the points on the head, the ears, and the face. Where when Jean's case, we dummy down her pain. For a lot of people, it probably will break the pain. But Jean, I love you dearly. But Jean, I think, lives with an ice pick in her head. And I am so compassionate for her. I want her to feel good. And since Jean has worked so hard to control her health, all of her entire, I would say, 59 years, 50, probably 59, 60 years of her life, she gains little controls. And then unfortunately, the weather kicks in, and then the ice pick is a little bit deeper in her head. So my love for her has driven me, and like everybody who comes to the healing place, to help break the cycle of pain.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin, I mean, what do you do when you're so incredibly frustrated and you just want to scream half the time because nothing? Sorry. I didn't want to howl on the phone, on the microphone, and everybody would be doing this.
I know. What do I do when I'm incredibly frustrated? Because of my meditation practice, I can catch my frustrations quicker. I can catch my feeling of being annoyed quicker. So I'm able to catch them, breathe, and readjust my energy to avoid getting to a point where I'm going to explode or unleash my annoyance on someone. Which in the past, I haven't been perfect. I've definitely, gotten to a point where I've been so overloaded that, I've had my moments. We all have. But I really feel that with my practice of meditation and healing, the self-healing practice that we do, Helen, that I've learned from you, I'm able to really ground myself much quicker and avoid that meltdown. So, yeah. So, and everyone has those moments where you're feeling frustrated. Things aren't going your way. You can't control what's happening in your life, right? I mean, that's something we don't have. We don't have control over everything as much as we would like to think we have control.
We really have control almost nothing.
Of nothing. So when you're going along and you're moving along through your life and things are going just fine and things start to go off track, simple things. You can't find a certain spice for that dinner you're in the middle of making, and you start getting, oh, where is it? And you're frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
That's, like that's a small thing. I mean, there are other things that people are dealing with in this life and in this world that are much bigger than those small little annoyances. But being able to understand that we don't have control over a lot of things. I mean, you can live the healthiest life, right, Helen? You can. Yeah. And what happens? You have lots of clients.
Yeah. And one of the things I've had to learn how to do is laugh at myself. Because this is what I end up doing. Okay, I'm going to share my secret, what I do when I am frustrated out of my mind. First time myself, I have a conversation with myself. I never address myself as Helen. I just call myself as mommy. I just use my children's title, mommy. This is not what we're going to do in this moment.
I like that.
Yes, mommy. And I'm like, who am I talking to? Oh, I'm talking to myself. But then again, I also give my husband, I call him by his title. I do call him husband. I just thought it was cute.
Husband. Oh, that's so cute. Husband.
Husband. So he always looks up like, oh, she's talking to me. And I don't know if that's good or bad to just call him by his title.
It's cute.
Yeah, but it's always better to call him by his name, like as though he's a real person instead of just a title.
Oh, that's so funny. That's so funny. Yeah. So Heather asked a question. She said, meditation has helped me go to sleep. That's helped me tremendously too, Heather. And it says, I'm a teacher and I don't know when to stop working. Working in New York is too much. What should I do? She said, actually, if we go down, I think she's from New Jersey. So,
well, first of all, I'm going to give a little reflexology tip, if that's okay with you, Robin.
Yeah, absolutely.
Reflexology. If you find yourself you can't sleep, this is what I do a lot of times to stimulate melatonin. It's usually done here in your third eye. Believe it or not, it's right above here. This is the third eye, but you have a whole bunch of endocrine glands right here. So your pituitary, your pineal, your hypothalamus, it's all located in this one place. So on your thumbs, when you're doing a thumbs up, try not to do a thumbs down, thumbs up. You want to take your forefinger like this.
Okay.
And drag it until you feel that little soft spot. That is your third eye. Circle it and just press on it gently. Do circular motions. How long to do this? A minute, two. Some people get sleepy very quickly. Some people get bored. I'm going to be honest. I'm one of those people I get bored because I do so much reflexology. And if you do this every single night for about, I don't know, a minute or so, this is going to stimulate the melatonin here. Another thing too,
I'm
if
feeling so relaxed already.
yeah, and just keep doing that. I mean, you could do that same movement on your big toes. So on your big toes, all you have to do is feel that little flush
Hmm.
and just circulate. You could do
And breathe and focus
and
on your breathing while
breathe
you're doing it.
and breathe and let go.
Mm,
So that's a tip, reflexology tip that we
great
could do
tip.
that's really helpful and it's quick. And plus, it doesn't cost you anything. Uh-huh.
Yes, it's it's easy to try. So Heather, try it tonight and then report back to us and let us know how you're going.
I'd
And
love to.
another thing with teachers and with most people in their work life today, they're not balancing their
Wow.
life, family life balance or the work home
I
life.
I
Even,
really think
setting boundaries. If you're always working, you're a teacher, so you say you
well
start
in
work at 7.
combat too. Think
Yeah,
about
you start work at 7, you don't stop until 5, you might have an hour break and then you're, really maybe, I mean, this is hard to do because, just shutting off, shut the computer off, shut the text off, set boundaries. I put my phone on do not disturb from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m.
it. Oh.
And, and I do have another job too, besides what I do here at the healing place. And, I missed a phone call, not a big deal, from, somebody I work with today. But it was fine because she emailed and text and I got it. It's like, but having that boundary set because the time is from 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 or whatever, you need to set those boundaries as hard as it is and shut it off. Things will get done like they always have.
Mm-hmm.
Things will get done. The homework will get done. The papers will get corrected. The emails will be answered.
Yeah.
And set a schedule like you would with anything else.
Well, I also think too, if you're a multitasker, it's even harder because you're so good in controlling the outcome. Because you could, most of what I consider multitaskers, they could time out everything almost to the exact minute how long it's going to take to complete a project. So when something falls apart, that's when we have meltdowns. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. And
So
things always come up. Things fall apart. Things get pushed aside. Things need to be paused.
yeah, and one of the things that Robin and I was talking about before the show began is by having flexibility. This is really key because when you control the outcome to everything, you don't really allow abundance to come in.
Mm,
And abundance does not mean necessarily money abundance, because we talked about that in our last talk. It could be anything. It could be opportunities. It could be something that unexpectedly has come up that you said, wow, this is what a great opportunity to do something different.
mm-hmm. Exactly. You need to be flexible. Flexibility. I mean, multitasking is fabulous. We all love to be a
Oh,
good
yeah.
multitasker. Isn't who doesn't, right? Get 10 things done at one time. But, being flexible and allowing things not to go according to plan. My big thing is, and I always share this with everyone I know, take the word should out of your vocabulary. It's really hard to do. I mean, as much as I practice it, should still shows up even in my life, even when I try not to use that word. And when it does, it's almost like a block. It's like almost like I'm blocking my energy, blocking myself, blocking people around me. When you use that word should in any sentence, you're not being flexible. You're not being compassionate. You're not being easy on yourself.
Yeah, and because the only one who's really judging your performance, if you really think about it, it's you.
Absolutely. So Heather wrote something else. Um,
She said,
she's breathing better. I can use, what does it say? I can use.
I don't bring work home anymore. I just stop.
Yes. And that's exactly what you should do because work is work, home is home. And I think it's really important to draw that line.
Yes. And Jean wants to know, what do we replace the word should? You'd say, I will.
I will, or let's see.
Because I usually use the word I will.
Or I would like, instead of I should go to the gym or I should eat healthier, I would like to go to the gym. I would like to eat healthier. Whatever works for you.
Yeah, it is.
But
And I think a lot of it has to do with your own energy personality. See, I'm going to say I am the rule keeper. So I will follow the rules. Like I'm going to say teachers, like Heather is probably a rule keeper
mhm,
because that's where her comfort is. I would say Jean is more like you. You operate from the heart.
mhm,
So there's more flexibility. Um, and and sometimes you take it too personally if something doesn't work out. Whereas someone like Heather and I would say, okay, what's the next scenario? What do we do? This did not work. What do we substitute this mess? I shouldn't call it a mess, but what should we substitute this mess with right this minute?
mhm.
You agree with that, Heather? Let us know.
Yeah, and somebody else chimed in. They said, Riley said, I am going to the gym. Yes, I love that one
That's
too.
a,
And when
yeah,
I
that's the rule keeper.
yes, and that is rule keeper. And when I do that, when I make an appointment, I put it on my calendar. 7 a.m., 10 a.m., 11 a.m. Go to the gym or whatever. It happens. I love, that's another thing. That's a boundary, and I'm creating that for myself where I'm setting that time aside, and it happens.
Yeah, see,
It happens.
Heather agrees. She's a rule keeper. So, teachers, nurses, and for those people who do not know about my background, I used to be a radio producer back in the 80s at WBZ here in Boston. Everybody, all personnel are rule keepers. We are so good, but the difference in this kind of rule keeper, we are also problem solvers. We're
Mhm.
thinking on our feet like this. Okay, this didn't work. What are we doing in substitution?
Mm, exactly. So Heather just said she puts everything on her calendar. It happens. It happens. And
And she has
even
alarm for
sometimes
everything.
when we put things on our calendar, it doesn't happen. But then that's something that we have to be okay with. I love alarms. Thank goodness for, these devices. I don't know how we survived without them in the past. But the
Oh, my
alarms are
light just
amazing.
about.
The 15-minute warnings, the 10-minute warnings, the 5-minute warnings. So Heather, I'm curious, what grade do you teach?
I have a feeling she teaches young children from what I'm picking up about her.
Okay.
We'll see what she says when it's like a 7-second delay here, just like in radio. So it takes a little while before I catch up.
um, But
But
yeah, I definitely think being flexible and being
kind to yourself,
yes, practicing self
kindness.
kindness and making yourself talk kind. When you do miss something or make a mistake or you decide to say, I'm too tired to, whatever.
See,
Um, take a
Heather
break.
teaches.
Take a break. Listen to that inner voice.
So Heather
Those are
teaches third
great.
grade, gifted and talented. So what
That's a
that
lot of
means,
work.
that's a lot of work. That means those kids are testing her every minute to see if she has her stuff.
Yes, they are. And that I remember because I raised 3 kids. They're all, my youngest is now a junior in college. I remember second grade and third grade being the most, there's so much information to cover those 2 years. I think there was more homework in second and third grade than there was in 10th and 11th grade. Seriously, when I think back, I mean, I could be blocking it all because it was a lot of work, intense. Yeah, it's intense, but I definitely think those grades especially are intense. And I live in a town, so I just and US News, how they come up with those reports. I don't know who comes up with them, but I think it's based on test numbers. But I live in a town here in Massachusetts where my elementary school was just voted or came out in the news as being the #1 elementary school. It was a tough elementary school. When I say the homework in that elementary school was intense, and I did not do my kids' homework for them, and they did well. So
I
it's
no,
yeah,
you really
that-
don't.
yeah,
So Heather says she has a 7-year-old and a 13. So you're constantly running.
Yes,
And,
that's
so
it will get better. Trust us. We have grown children. It does pass. You will get through this.
oh my, oh my gosh, yes, mast cell and candida.
So what
Heather,
do you have for her? What tips can you give Heather?
well, the mast cell is about immune system, because what it is the body thinks everything it's allergic to everything. And
Okay.
and so what happens is the body's attacking itself. It's doing too much histamines in the body.
Mm,
So, and a lot of that is, I'm going to say this, Heather, is triggered by stress. So one of the things that I'm going to show a short little reflexology tip that you could do any time of the day. Work on the spine. Why the spine reflex point? Your spine has 22 sets of nerve endings that's attached to every function in the body. So your spine is located on the outside. This is called the lateral side of your thumbs. Inside is called the media, so the lateral. So if you have a little lotion here, I'm going to excuse my head. I'm going to put my little lotion on, and I want you to put on each side of the thumbs like this. Go slow. Start at the base. This is the tailbone here, and this is the crown, your top of your head, and this is your tailbone. I want you to just slowly do rotation all the way up, because every single bump that you're feeling
I'm gonna
is a
try it too.
vertebrae. Is a vertebrae. So just go slow. You could do circular, or you could do thumb marks. So you thumb mark all the way up from your tailbone to the top of your head. Go slow, and any place that's painful, stay there, because what this is doing is stimulating. This information is going through the peripheral nerves up to the central nervous system, up to the brain. The brain is recognizing where the energy imbalances are, and it's sending messages. How, and then once you're done with one thumb, do the other one. How long do you do this? A minute, 2 minutes if you have time. Ooh, that hurts. I think my thumb is just overused because I do a lot of reflexology in my office. Do this every single day. And then afterwards, take a couple of sips of water. This is going to stimulate circulation, get the information up to the brain. And one of the things is, Heather, on my website, I did write an article at the Healing Place Medfield, and I have an article how um, mast cells and histamines food the body. So that's something I just wrote recently for a client, because she wanted to know more about mast cell production and why the body attacks itself. So it's primarily just a lot of stress.
And stress triggers so much in our lives, not only in our physical body, but in our mental health as well.
Well, yeah, don't you find too, when you feel like you're losing control, the stress just is overwhelming.
It is. It is. And not only, it sounds like Heather's working full time as a teacher, which is a big, big, important job. Also raising two children, which is a big,
Right.
big, important job. So it's, women, we do so much, and we take on so much. So the self-care, Heather, doing this reflexology on your thumb for 2 minutes a
Slower
day.
than that. You're doing too fast, honey buns.
Oh, yeah. So slow, like so slow.
Slowly, you want to feel all those little pain spots.
Mm.
So, Robin, do you feel like doing a maybe, common meditation?
Yes, let's do a 10-minute calming meditation, surrounding ourselves with some beautiful healing energy. Helen will send off some Reiki
Yeah,
energy.
and then I'll probably just feature Robin, and then, in case I forget to come back, um, don't forget to like, subscribe, tell everyone about us. I would love to build a community. Check out the Healing Place Energy School for those people who are interested in self care and self healing. I think the school is kick butt, and I know it's going to take off. Is because people are hungry for this information.
Yes, and we need to take control. Speaking of control, which we
Yeah.
feel like we have no control, and control is really an illusion, doing something for yourself, taking a little control and feeling like you're in control is a nice feeling. So
All right.
do some self-care, people.
I'm sending Reiki off to everybody, and I'll be here Reiki in. Robin, you do your thing now, honey.
Okay,
Bye.
so everyone who's here, whether you're listening live or whether you're listening to the recording, whatever position you're sitting in, I want you to be comfortable. So adjust your clothing. If you're sitting up in a chair, put your feet firmly on the ground. Connect your feet with the floor, which is connecting down through the floor to Mother Earth's energy. So rest your feet on the floor. If you're lying down, feel the connection with the gravity from the soles of your feet to the ground beneath you. And taking a nice deep inhale and exhale. Again, another nice deep inhale and exhale. And just adjust your spine, sit up straight. Or if you're lying down, just adjust your spine, give your body just a little wiggle back and forth. Rest your shoulders, close your eyes. If it's uncomfortable for you to close your eyes, just rest your eyes ever so softly with your gaze looking downward. Notice the rise and fall of your chest. Become aware of the room or the location you are resting in. Notice the energy around your body. Remember that when you sit in meditation, it is okay for your mind to be thinking about things. What I would like you to do when things are coming into your mind and you're thinking about something, focus on your breathing. I want you to pay attention in this moment to the temperature of the air coming in and out of your nose. Is it warm? Is it cold? Are you noticing any smells? Perhaps someone's cooking in your home. Or maybe you're outdoors. Breathe in and breathe out. Take this moment to be in the here and now. Notice the temperature of the air on your hands. Notice the placement of your hands. If at any time during this meditation you feel to take a deeper inhale and exhale, please do. Otherwise, just breathe nice and slowly. I'm going to take you through an exercise of visualization. I want you to visualize a beautiful golden light above your head. It can be whatever size you would like. It can be as big as a halo or small. Visualize this beautiful golden light. As it gets brighter and brighter, the light is coming down around your head and shoulders, down to the trunk of your body, down to your knees, all the way down to your toes. And you are surrounded in this beautiful light. This is your personal space. This light is here for you, to protect you. Allow your body to relax. Allowing yourself to be bathed in this beautiful light. Now just take a nice deep inhale in and out. Notice the temperature of your body. Feel the weight of your body and allow your body to relax into that feeling. Relax your eye muscles. Relax your jaw. How is your body feeling? Relax your neck and your shoulders. And again, notice your breathing. Slowly begin to bring your attention to your feet, feeling the weight of your feet. And on the next inhale, begin to wiggle your toes. Begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and your fingers at the same time. Now relax both. And just begin to adjust your spine. If you're sitting up, just sit up straighter. Relax your shoulders and maybe roll your shoulders. Feel your hips. And just adjust your spine. Move your head to the right. Move your head to the left. Back to center. Look up. Then look down. Bring your head back to center. And slowly, fully open your eyes. And come back to the room. Take a nice deep breath. And clasp your fingers together. And just give yourself a nice stretch up and out. And come back to center. And taking another nice deep inhale in and out. And thank yourself for taking this short amount of time just to be present with your breathing and with your body.
That was so kick butt.
Thank you.
You know, it amazes me. We make time. We may not make time by ourselves, but as a group, we make time to be together, which I really love. That's the reason why we are building a community of healers, like-minded people who want to activate the ability to self-heal.
Mm-hmm. And we can do it. We can physically and emotionally take ownership of how we feel.
Yeah. So in the meantime, we'll hang out again next Tuesday night.
Yes.
At 7 p.m. If there's a particular subject that you would like for us to discuss, feel free to put it in a box. You could, and I'll put it where you could just, put it in the box below, and we'll definitely consider it because there's so much to talk about. Of course, I would love to talk about, what is our life purpose? Why are we here?
Mm-hmm.
And that's something I'm very passionate about, life purposes. But in the meantime, Heather, if you're on the Healing Place Medfield website, sign up for the newsletter. This way, everybody could sign up for the newsletter. You keep abreast of what's going on at the Healing Place and the Healing Place Energy School.
Mm-hmm.
We have so much going on in the next couple of months between creating classes and health tips. And we want to share this with you because we're all about developing personal resources to help your growth, your journey, and your spirit.
Yes, we want to help you create routines.
Yes.
To help you become who, the best you, we want to help you feel good.
Yes. So we shall see you next Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be well, be safe, and be you.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.